Merry Christmas Eve, everyone. So I just got my kitchen cleaned up from yesterday's mess making. I wanted to share with you what I did yesterday. I didn't actually record it because this was my first time actually doing it, but let me show you what I'm talking about. I canned squash for the first time. So I had a bunch of squash, a couple from my garden that I actually was able to successfully grow, and then some that we bought at our favorite farmer's market for decorations for fall, and they needed to be canned up because one of them was starting to look like it was going to go bad. So, but this is my first time doing it, so I wasn't actually going to like put it on a video, but they all sealed. And there was a little bit of siphoning. As you can see, a little bit of liquid came out, but I mean, they all look really good. Most of them I just did in the, because you're supposed to like blanch them in water, and I just canned them in the water. But then there was a few where I actually added a bouillon cube. So I'm gonna mark the ones that actually already have like it's a vegetable bouillon cube is what I put in it. And then I'm also making a couple of more, that's my chicken scratch. I'm also making a couple more recipes for treats to give away. So I'm working on that now. I don't know, just maybe thought I would do a little vlogging, share some of my days with you. It's probably gonna be a combination of more than one day because today is gonna be house cleanup. Get my house cleaned up, get everything in order. I want to clean the garage because Ben's made a heck of a mess in there, and he can't focus long enough when it comes to cleaning type tasks. He just can't do it. So I'm gonna go out there and do that. It's really, really cold, so I just don't know if I'm gonna last out there, but I need to bring pellets in too. He can't lift the pellets yet, so I have to bring in some pellets. I'd like to get enough in there so that I don't have to worry about it until like middle of January. But I've got one of my new shirts on. I'm not a tomato hoarder, I'm a tomato prepper. And I'd be wearing Christmas t-shirts because we have quite a few. But the tub is up there, and I think I said in my last vlog, I can't get them down by myself. And so I was just gonna represent with earrings this year. So these are earrings that I think my sister-in-law got me last year. I love them. I love the Grinch. So the first recipe I want to share with you is the Almond Joy cookies. You're going to preheat your oven to 325. You need a 14-ounce bag of sweetened coconut flakes. You're going to need 2 cups of semi-sweet chocolate chips, 2/3 a cup of lightly salted almonds, and 1 14-ounce can of sweetened condensed milk. Just put all of that right into a bowl and then stir it all together till it's very well combined. Then you're going to scoop out the cookie dough onto a prepared baking sheet. Make sure you spray your sheet. This was a step I did not do, and I paid for it later on as I was trying to take them off of the baking sheet. They are very sticky. It even says in the directions to lightly moisten your fingers because it's so sticky. I didn't do that either. That wasn't that big of a deal, but the getting them off the tray, that was torture. Some of my almond cookies have come out. Hopefully they're browned on the bottom. I know that these are. I can kind of see where they're starting to brown. So I'm just letting them sit and rest. I got one more tray in the oven still. You only have them in the oven for 12 minutes. So for the next recipe, they're called no-bake chocolate oat bars. In here I've got the 3 cups of oats with a half a teaspoon of cinnamon, and I've mixed it in. Over here you're gonna have a cup of chocolate chips. I have milk chocolate. I wish I had semi-sweet, but I don't, so I'm just using milk. And then you're gonna use 3/4 of a cup of extra crunchy peanut butter, and you're gonna melt that together in the microwave, so I'm gonna do that. I've greased my pan. It calls for an 8x8 pan, but this is what I have, so I think it evens out to be the same. And then over here I'm going to melt 2 sticks of butter, so 1 cup of butter, half cup of brown sugar, and a teaspoon of baking vanilla. So melt that together, and then I'll show you what we're going to do with everything and just kind of mix things together. Once this is all melted, see what the recipe says. Turn that heat down. I don't want to burn my stuff. Scoot it off there for a second. Okay, combine butter, sugar, vanilla, did that. Oats and cinnamon, did that. So then you're gonna add the oats and the cinnamon once the butter's all melted, and you're gonna cook over low for 45 minutes. Okay. Okay, butter's all melted. I've got it down to low because I don't want to burn my brown sugar, and I'm gonna add my, whoops, I'm making a mess. Let's do this off camera. All right, gonna stir that up and just let that cook for 4 to 5 minutes. Once that's all cooked up, you're gonna press half of it, it says, into the bottom of the pan. Okay, that's done. And then you're gonna cover with 3/4 of the chocolate peanut butter mixture, which I have over here. So you're gonna save 1/4 of it just to drizzle on the top. And because you use chunky peanut butter, it's still gonna look chunky. I was thinking to myself when I was warming it, I was like, oh, it's still chunky. The chocolate chips aren't melting, but then I forgot I used extra chunky peanut butter. So don't forget that and overcook your chocolate in the microwave. But I'm going to pour that over here, and then you crumble the rest of this on the top and drizzle the rest of that on the top. And then that's it. You just let it set up. And there's the finished product. I'm just going to let that cool down in the fridge until where I can slice it. And I forgot to spray my pan. These are super sticky. So make sure you spray your pan or you end up like this. A little video of the puzzle that we did. Let me see the time. Boom. Smile, dear. You're a winner. Morning, guys. Don't mind my messy looking living room, but I just wanted to show you what I'm enjoying right now is I am trying to get my binders a little more organized. So here's one. I've got, so this one is dwarves that aren't Dwarf Tomato Project. Different vendors. Then I've got another one that I had to start with the vendors because this is a 5-inch binder. I didn't know there was such a thing. All the other ones are 4-inch, and this one's 5-inch. And then there's one down there too. That's my trade one. But yeah, so I'm just organizing because sometimes I'll just put them in here wherever. And then here's my one that I'm crossing off, like as I go through. These are highlighted, the ones that I already have. So like Brad Gates, I still have a lot of Brad Gates that I need to get. A ton of woolly. I really need to work on my woolly. And a bunch of variegated as well. But yeah, just trying to get a little more organized before I have to sit down and pick what is on my list for 2025. Hello, welcome back. So I'm vlogging again on another day. I think this morning I showed a little clip of what I've been doing. Last night I was playing with my seeds for, I don't know, like 4 or 5 hours, trying to get them more organized, and I showed a clip of me finishing that up this morning. And I just got done recording my what I got for Christmas haul. Ben and I need to do a review of those 2 tomatoes, or a taste test. I've got ripe tomatoes, lots of ripe tomatoes on these 2 plants right here. I did taste test this one, but I wanted Jewel Beetle, but I wanted Ben to taste it as well. And there's lots of seeds that I need to be saving. But yeah, so I just did that, and I thought I'd pick up the camera again because once I get my mess all cleaned up, I'm planning to head over to Materville/Pepperville and get that cleaned up. We'll see. I don't know how cold it is outside, and it's very like, it's gloomy and foggy like. I don't know. It's like 11:15. I'm having a hard time getting in the mood to do it, but I really like to go do it. At least go for a couple of hours. I need to check my P.O. box because I know that there's something there. I didn't get it yet. Yeah, so let's get this cleaned up. So we actually only live a couple hours away from Washington, D.C., so we decided to take a trip a couple days after Christmas to go and work on filling out my passport book to the national parks. So we visited quite a few. I got a lot of stamps, a couple stickers, a couple ornaments to go on my Christmas tree. It was a really nice day, just walking around. I believe we walked a total of 8 miles. This Thomas Jefferson Memorial is probably my favorite monument. I just love his quotes that they have on the walls. I think it's very beautiful. So even though it was an incredibly, incredibly rainy day, it was a very fun one. Then Ben and I, Jade and Tyler, didn't go with us to this. Ben and I went to Harry Potter's A Forbidden Forest experience. It was really neat. They had really good food, surprisingly. I didn't think the food was going to be good, but it was delicious. So we picked up a snack there. I had chicken skewers, and then we had like this really delicious brownie and some hot cocoa. It's interesting how they price it. So the later in the night you go, the cheaper it gets. So we kind of went midway. I think it was like 7:15 time we chose. But I have to say, like, there were a lot of lights. It was super foggy that night. And the music, they have music throughout the entire forest playing. It was really well done. And of course I brought my wand with me so I could do some magic while I was here.
If I didn't know better, Draco, I'd say you were scared. Scared, Potter. Did you hear that? Come on, Frank.
Over there. It's hiding.
It did because I brought it away.
You brought it out with your
Yeah. You are. Oh, what?
Did you see that?
No. What did I miss?
Crazy, whatever you did.
Oh, shut up.
You have to get him to bow.
Stand directly in front of the hippogriff, bow low, and most importantly, be polite.
Thing you ever do. Now, who'd like to come and say hello?
Nice job.
Do you want to do it?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I'm going to end this vlog by showing you some of my magician skills.
You're not loud enough. There you go.
Ooh, I did it. That's fun. All right. Here we go.
Warm it up. Whoa. Whoa.
Did it.
Devil stare, sunlight.
Whoa.